The village nestled beneath the vast, velvet sky had always known the moon as a radiant guardian. Her gentle, silver light painted the rooftops, guided late travelers, and made the children's Euro's nighttime games magical. But one autumn, a creeping shadow began to steal her brilliance night by night. The moon grew dimmer, her face etched with sorrowful silver lines, as if her very essence was being drained away. Fear whispered through the village like a cold wind. Flowers closed their petals tightly, birds sang mournful lullabies instead of dawn choruses, and a profound sadness settled over the land. Deeper than any ordinary night, the world felt unbalanced, missing its celestial anchor. Young Elara, whose heart seemed attuned to the rhythms of the sky, felt the moon's distress most acutely. She would sit by her window long past bedtime, gazing up at the dwindling crescent, tears tracing paths down her cheeks. One such night, a small, luminous creature, like a fallen star-given form, fluttered weakly onto her windowsill. Its light was faint, flickering like the last ember in a dying fire. With a voice like rustling leaves, it gasped, "They steal her tears." The shadow weavers deep in the whispering caves before its light dimmed completely, leaving only a small, warm pebble in Elara's palm. She knew, with a certainty that filled her small frame, she must help. Her journey began at dawn, the warm pebble a comforting weight against her chest. The path to the whispering caves wound through ancient forests where sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense canopy. Strange, elongated shadows seemed to writhe at the edge of her vision, and the air grew colder with each step. The usual comforting sounds of the forest, birdsong, rustling creatures, were replaced by an unsettling silence broken only by faint, chilling whispers that seemed to coil around the gnarled tree roots and slip between the rocks, urging her to turn back. Elara clutched the pebble tighter, its gentle warmth a beacon against the encroaching chill. Reaching the cave mouth felt like stepping into the throat of the world. Darkness, thick and suffocating, pulsed from within. Taking a deep breath, Elara raised the small pebble. To her astonishment, it flared with a soft, pure light, pushing back the oppressive gloom just enough to reveal a narrow, descending tunnel. The walls shimmered with veins of cold, dark crystal that seemed to absorb the pebble's radiance greedily. The whispers intensified here, becoming sharp, hissing voices that spoke of fear and loneliness, trying to sap her courage. She pressed on, the memory of the moon's fading face driving her forward into the heart of the mountain. Deep within the cavern, she found them. The shadow weavers were not monsters, but beings woven from sorrow and starlight. Forgotten, they huddled around a vast, dark loom, threads of pure night stretching from its frame up through the cavern roof towards the sky. Woven into this dark tapestry were countless shimmering droplets, the stolen tears of the moon, gleaming like trapped stars. Their own forms were faint, translucent, sustained only by the light they consumed. They moved with a slow, aching weariness, their long fingers plucking the luminous tears with a desperate, mournful grace. Seeing them, Elara felt not fear, but a pang of profound sadness stepping into their midst. Elara held the pebble high. Its light, though small, filled the cavern with a gentle warmth the dark crystals couldn't absorb. The weavers flinched, hissing, but didn't attack. "Please," Elara spoke, her voice clear despite trembling. "You steal her light, but it leaves you cold and the world in shadow. Look." She pointed upwards. Though only rock was visible, the flowers won't bloom, the birds sing only sadness, and the moon weeps. Doesn't the darkness hurt you too? She extended her hand, the pebble glowing steadily. Let her light return. Maybe some can stay to warm you, truly warm you, not just feed the cold. A profound stillness fell. The weavers stared at the small girl, and the warm light she offered, a light unlike the cold brilliance they hoarded. One ancient weaver, its form barely more than a wisp, reached a trembling, shadowy hand towards the pebble. As its fingers neared the glow, a faint, genuine warmth, not stolen but shared, seemed to seep into its being. A soft sigh, like wind through dry grass, echoed through the cavern. Slowly, hesitantly, the weaver touched a thread on the dark loom. With a sound like shattering ice, the tapestry began to unravel. The shimmering moon tears, released from their dark prison, floated upwards like luminous bubbles, Vanishing through the cavern roof, Elara stumbled out of the cave as night fell exhausted. She collapsed onto the soft grass. Looking up above, the sky was ablaze with stars, and there, rising majestically, was the full moon. But it wasn't just restored. It was transformed. It shone with a breathtaking, silvery golden light, warmer and more radiant than ever before, bathing the world in a luminous embrace that felt like forgiveness and hope. Flowers unfurled their petals under its gentle gaze, nightingales sang sweet, clear melodies, and the village below gasped in joyous wonder. Elara felt the warm pebble pulse once, gently, against her heart before its light faded peacefully high above. Within the moon's renewed brilliance, faint, soft patterns shimmered, like delicate, gleaming gossamer threads woven with care, a reminder that even the deepest darkness can hold forgotten light. And compassion is the truest magic of all. The world slept peacefully, cradled in the moon's generous, forgiving glow.